Today's video has very kindly been sponsored by Nintendo. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Payton. It is nice to meet you, it is nice to see you, and welcome to the corner. Now, if you've been around my YouTube channel before, it's no secret that I really like cozy games. And while I do love a wide range of genres when it comes to cozy gaming, I have to say there's nothing quite as cozy as being able to cuddle up with a cozy visual novel game. Specifically, I love a visual novel game that has me delicately gripping my Nintendo Switch system like I would grip my very favorite book, excited to see what's coming next. And today's video is all about a game that is going to give you that exact feeling. It's called Another Code Recollection. In today's video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about Another Code Recollection, which thanks to Nintendo, I was able to check out a little bit early before it's released later this month. In today's video, I'm going to tell you all about the game, how and when you can play it, as well as my personal experience when I got a chance to really dive into this story for the first time. But before we get into it, please be sure to click the lovely little like button, as well as subscribe for more cozy, chaotic content. Okay, let's get into it. Another Code Recollection is a cozy visual novel mystery adventure game. And this game actually features two different stories in one. In both games, it's your job to help protagonist Ashley Mizuki Robbins solve puzzles, find clues, and mainly search for the traces of the past to uncover what really happened to her parents. You'll also get to connect with complicated and intriguing characters while learning about their own detailed backstories to drive the plot forward. And both games feature stunning voice acting.
The day before my 14th birthday started off pretty bad. On the boat, the waters were calm. But inside, I felt tossed in a storm.
In Two Memories, which is the first of the two games, Ashley receives a mysterious letter from her father, who she thought had passed away. This startling letter leads her to explore a place called Blood Edward Island, in search for her long-lost father, and also for answers. But once there, Ashley realizes there's something strange going on with the island. And it isn't long before she encounters a mysterious ghost named Dee and discovers a mansion filled with secrets. After you finish the first game, Two Memories, you'll go on to the second game, which is called Another Code R: Journey into Lost Memories. This game is set 2 years after Two Memories ends. In this game, Ashley takes a camping trip to Lake Juliet, but it goes from a normal camping trip to something quite strange when Ashley starts to experience flashbacks of her mother, which leads her to wonder why this lake is so memorable to her in the first place. Ashley also befriends a boy who's run away from his home, and she learns about a mysterious event that once took place at the lake. In this game, you'll help Ashley uncover the truth behind her mother's past, as well as what really happened at the lake. Now, if all of this is feeling just a little bit familiar to you, it's because the first game is actually a fully enhanced version of the game Trace Memory, which was first released on the Nintendo DS back in 2005. But Another Code Recollection takes this beloved Nintendo DS game and really gives it new life. It features visuals that have been enhanced, gameplay that has been upgraded to fully explorable environments with twin-stick controls, as well as optional puzzle and hint navigation systems have been added in to ensure that players have no obstacles whatsoever, preventing them from really experiencing the story. Along with this, Another Code Recollection also features the second game in the series, which before now has never been released in North America. This means that players can now experience all of Ashley's story for the very first time. But whether you've had the chance to play the original Trace memory game or not, Another Code Recollection is going to be an entirely new game that welcomes both experienced and novice players, pretty much anyone who's just looking for a cozy narrative mystery game. Another Code Recollection is going to be releasing on the Nintendo Switch system on January 19th, and it's going to be available to download and purchase in the Nintendo eShop. But if Ashley's story sounds like something that is too good to wait for, you can actually play the free demo that is in the Nintendo eShop right now to get to experience the beginning of Ashley's narrative, as well as try your hand at some of the various puzzles in the game. I had such an incredible time playing Another Code Recollection. And if you're curious to see my first real-life encounters and reaction to the game, no! Ah! Did I do it? Did I do it? Ah, did I do it? I did it! Definitely stay tuned because I will be posting another video once the game launches so you could see what my first time playing was like. So definitely stay tuned for that. But if you're watching in the future, you can click up at the top and it'll take you to that video, but watch it after this one. Without a doubt, my favorite part of the game is the inclusion of the hints when it comes to the puzzles and the very clear navigational system. As I said before, I really love narrative cozy games. Specifically, I love puzzle narrative games like this where I need to crack open a code and figure out what's really going on. But truthfully, I use video games as a way to escape and unwind. I most often found gaming playing either on my couch at the beginning of the day where I'm still just waking up, or laying in bed after a long and stressful day. Pretty much what I'm saying is sometimes my brain is not there when I'm playing games, or maybe that's just me looking for an excuse. And so one of my struggles when it comes to mystery games where there are puzzle mechanics is sometimes I cannot, for the life of me, figure out the puzzle, and it makes me completely stuck and I can't get forward to the next chapter because I don't know how to solve the puzzle. Which then often leads me to scouring the internet for answers so I can finally see what's going to happen next in the story. But in Another Code Recollection, the hint system was very clear, and they make it easy so you can just continue on in the story even if you're not the best at solving puzzles. You can actually toggle the puzzle hints on or off in the settings, so if you don't want any hints whatsoever, you can definitely play the game that way, and that is lovely for you, but I need the hints. Something I like about the hint system is it doesn't just straight up give you the answer. Actually, the hints won't even just be forced upon you. There'll be a little option for you to click on if you want to engage in the hint, and then they'll give you a very broad hint, and then if you want another hint, they'll give you a more specific hint, until they eventually tell you how to get to the answer of the puzzle. So they make it so that you have a couple different options to figure out the puzzle for yourself before they just give you the answer so you can move on, which I really appreciate because sometimes I really do want to figure it out on my own. I just need a little help. This is also true about the navigational settings in the game. You can turn them off if you don't want any help with exploring and navigating. But if you're like me, maps and navigating scare you a little bit, the navigation system in this one is a very clear arrow that just tells you where you need to go next, and I think it just makes it a lot more seamless if this is something that you struggle with. Something else I really enjoyed about this game is the voice acting and the visual style that the dialogue is written out. Across the board, the game has a very cinematic feel. And I love the drama of the different characters' speech boxes getting bigger or smaller or changing shapes, depending on what emotion is being conveyed. Going off of this, I really love the art style in itself. It's a vibrant 3D art style that right from the beginning has you transported. In particular, when you see Ashley on the boat at the start of Two Memories, the way her hair blows in the wind definitely did not have me feeling like I was sitting playing this game in the middle of a snowstorm in New York City. It really made me feel like I was on the boat and we were about to go on a crazy island full of crazy adventures, and it got me really excited to kick off the rest of the game. The art style also includes 2D illustrations when it comes to the characters' backstories that I think are really effective in showing the nature of recalling memories, which is one of the central themes of both games. Something about the illustration feels like our brains are connecting the dots and reimagining something from our past, which I think is very much so in line with what the game is trying to do. Additionally, I also really enjoyed the interface of the game and how it lets you take photos if there's something you want to remember later on, as well as it gives you a very detailed overview of the characters you meet, and they actually update as you unlock more and more of the story. And it's definitely cozy game friendly because not only do the new details get added automatically, but you can revisit old dialogue in case you've forgotten or if something just didn't stick in your brain. I think it makes for a much cozier experience, and I think it makes it so you don't have to feel like you have to play the whole game in one sitting. You can if you want to, but it makes it so that if you do put this one down and then come back to it, play a little bit each day, it'll be easy to remember what just happened and pick up right from where you left off. Overall, Another Code Recollection, I think, is an incredible game to check out if you love visual novels, if you love mystery, if you love captivating characters, but maybe don't want to feel overwhelmed and stuck with difficulty. Like I said before, you can purchase Another Code Recollection on January 19th for the Nintendo Switch system. But if you want to play a little bit early and check out the game, you can download the free demo right now in the Nintendo eShop. And once again, be sure to check out my upcoming gameplay video if you want to see my initial reactions to seeing how this story unfolds and what it was like when I got to walk around in the game for the first time. And also, how I did at solving the puzzles. And thank you so much, Nintendo, for sponsoring, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to check out Another Code Recollection. I appreciate it so much, and I genuinely had such an incredible time checking out the game. But I want to hear your thoughts down below. Will you be checking out Another Code Recollection? What's exciting to you? What looks interesting? I want to hear all of your thoughts about this game. Let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to click the lovely little like button on your way out, as well as subscribe for more cozy, chaotic content. Thank you again. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.